Hi, Ari.
Hello.
Ari's putting on a little front. Ari's putting on a little front right now.
No.
He was just talking so much, and now he doesn't want to talk at all.
I hope you're okay.
I'm fine.
We're back on format.
We sure are. After our big Oscar episodes.
And the tickets.
And the tickets. Our Oscar episode, our tickets episode.
Our Oscar episode, one of our best performing on YouTube.
It sure is.
Our tickets episode, not so hot.
Everybody's like, I don't know what that is. Well, sorry we haven't been around 97 years.
97 años.
Sí.
¿Cómo se dice 97?
97
97?
97 años.
97.
97 años.
Necesito practicar más.
Sí.
Lo siento, madre.
SMH.
Anyway, yeah, hello everybody.
Hello,
We're
everybody.
back.
We are back, and in two languages.
Dos lingos.
Now en español.
Sí,
Sí.
pero necesitamos aprender más español.
I need to know more
Sí,
as well.
yeah. At any rate, my name's Ari Wojciech,
My name's Casey Young.
and this is
Me llamo es Casey Young.
yes.
Oh, sorry. The ticket. I don't know how to say the
El
ticket.
boleto,
Oh, boleto. Yes,
I think.
I've seen parking tickets. Yeah, boleto.
The place where we live is a bilingual town,
It sure is.
and people are starting to pronounce the names correctly. I hear Los Feliz more than Los Feliz these days.
You know what I found out though is that it's not the party. It's
The happy.
sorry. It's not the happy. It's supposed to be pronounced neither of those ways because it's named
Oh.
after a guy.
Oh, how do you pronounce it?
I don't remember.
It's not Feliz and it's not Feliz?
Yeah, according to this online historian guy.
I want to look that up.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Put that in the show notes.
Oh man, now I gotta find it. Yeah, sure, I can do that.
I wonder if people will ever call it Los Angeles.
I'm sure some people do.
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
I wouldn't, but I don't speak Spanish, so
Mm-hmm.
but I get by.
You're doing great.
Thanks. It's because we're speaking English.
Hello, everyone. We're back on format.
We are back on format.
And if you don't remember, we start with a little accountability hour.
It's true.
We're trying to figure out what it takes to make movies.
We are.
Kind of at our level, really.
Yeah. I don't care how Steven Spielberg makes movies.
Yeah.
I don't want to make Jaws. I have no ambition to make Jaws.
And and I think part of this accountability is just also how we're navigating the industry at large, I think, to some degree.
Right.
So yeah. Why don't you start us off, Casey? What have you been up to? Roses and Thorns.
Roses and Thorns. I got dropped from a movie.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they found a bunch of my old tweets. So
Wait,
that's
really?
No, that's a joke.
I was like, oh my god!
No, it's a very, 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 very indie budget, and they were like, I don't know if we can. I don't know. Like my role has one location, and it's out of state, and they were like, I don't know if we'll get the location in time to give you notice to come out here to film.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And they were like, also, we found all these old tweets and we just decided it would be best.
What a nightmare.
People finding your old tweets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, if you say a bunch of messed up stuff in it, I guess.
Yeah.
If you start saying stuff that implies you're a pedophile, or
Oh God.
if you start saying that, Muslims shouldn't be in your country.
Jesus. Is that the Emilia Perez? We don't need to retread.
That was really Perez, but also James Gunn had a bunch of stuff about.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think he's a pedophile. I think he just makes stupid jokes about pedophilia.
Yeah. He makes kind of gross movies.
Yeah.
It's like in his wheelhouse.
Sure.
Have you ever seen Slither?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Oh, it's gross. It's gross.
And he's making Superman.
Hell yeah, he is. I like James Gunn. I'm a James Gunn defender.
Too. Yeah.
So I'm unbelievably excited for Superman.
And did you see the extended preview?
No, I haven't watched any previews.
There's something about superhero movies where I indulge in
Really?
the online stuff. Yeah. But like I haven't watched the trailer for the new Paul Thomas Anderson.
Me neither.
I'm like actively avoiding that.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible title though.
Yes.
One battle after another.
Yeah.
Incredible title.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
In present day. Crazy. Isn't it present day?
Yeah. Is that his first present day since Punch Drunk Love?
Okay. His last one was Licorice Pizza. Then before that was Phantom Thread. Then before that was
The Master.
Then before that was
There Will Be Blood.
Wow.
Oh, Inherent Vice is in there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Inherent
so I guess
twice.
So.
You got to see it 2 times.
I guess that must be it.
You don't like
now
that
it's
one?
just about, no, I don't at all.
But do you like Licorice Pizza?
Love Licorice Pizza.
You love Licorice
It's
Pizza.
my favorite of his.
Oh, wow. Hot take.
Love Licorice Pizza. People who don't like Licorice Pizza, Licorice Twice. Gotta see it again.
I need a Licorice Twice because I wasn't that into it. I saw it on 70 at the fucking
Westfield.
it was
Westwood.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know. Didn't do it for me.
Only real ones get it.
One of my regrets, not really, but a little bit. One of the plays I was in last year was with John Michael Higgins.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And you wanted to ask him about Licorice Pizza?
What was it like? Yeah.
Working with PTA?
Yeah.
What? Why did you make all those weird Asian jokes?
Yeah.
John Michael Higgins.
Honestly, that scene ruined it. Like that scene
ruined it. I just wish you could cut it out.
Because that's how I feel about the fucking Bruce Lee scene too.
Yeah. Well,
just what do you guys
I think the rest
doing?
of the movie is bad too, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Bro, I went from like liking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like I think I had only been in LA for like a year and a half.
Uh-huh.
And it was really fun. I had a girlfriend at the time who had done background on it.
Right. It
was just really exciting. And like getting to go to the New Bev and see it, yada, yada, yada. I like got swept up in it. Mm-hmm. Come around and hate it. I was a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood hater.
Wow. You went to hating it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then recently, for whatever reason, I just wanted to watch that scene with Leo and the girl. Mm-hmm. I love that scene.
It's a good scene.
And then I watched the whole thing and I've come around. I think it might be my favorite of his.
That's crazy.
And I hate the Bruce Lee scene. I wanted to cut it so bad.
Ari, the things you say are crazy.
You know what else I did this past week?
Oh, what's that?
I watched Song to Song.
Oh, yeah. Oh my
3
God.
times.
Oh my God.
The Terrence Malick disaster. Right. I found a quote.
Yeah.
Paul Schrader.
Yeah. Oh.
He said, and I quote, if you want to see what it's like to watch an old man squeeze a drop of piss out of his broken dick, go see Song to Song. Paul Schrader, hates that fucking movie, and I'm out here singing its praise.
He's the fucking worst.
He's crazy.
He's the fucking worst.
He's the crazy uncle of Hollywood.
Yeah, I love Paul Schrader, but Jesus,
He goes
shut
off,
up,
dude. He goes. Oh, he has so many opinions.
Yeah,
Which I like. I'm kind of into it. But apparently, him and Terrence Malick were film school. Like they went to the same film school, I think.
well,
So he's talking major shit.
Yeah, he's like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
He fucking sucks.
I may have embellished that a little bit, but he does use piss and
broken
like,
dick.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have it right. That sounds like something he would say.
Anyway, so how did you get this role in this film that you have now lost?
My cousins wrote it.
Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah.
Tale as old as time.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is a bad thing. I mean, I'm aspiring to be a Nepo parent. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
Right.
I'm trying to be so successful that everybody in my circle gets a piece of the pie.
Sure.
And if you're not trying to do that, you're lying.
Yeah. Well, for sure. I don't have anything against nepotism, actually.
It's just a bummer when they suck.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a bummer when they suck.
Yeah.
It's like, you should be good at this.
Which I can only imagine the amount of pressure they're under. You know. But some of them seem to ride high. What do you think of Seymour Hoffman's kid?
I think he's good in Licorice Pizza. That's the only thing I've seen him in.
You didn't see Saturday Night?
No.
Me
No,
neither.
I didn't want to.
But you're a big Saturday Night.
I am, but it looked really bad. It looked really bad. Right. A lot of really great people are in it. It looked really bad.
Sad.
The trailer just made me fucking sad.
Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of other Nepo, Ivan Reitman. Is he the Nepo baby? Or is that his dad?
That's his dad. Jason Reitman is the Nepo baby.
Reitman
Yeah.
I like Juno. I haven't seen it since I was in high school.
Didn't you tell me something that you read an article that was just like, Juno made us think that Jason Reitman was a good director, but it's actually like Diablo Cody's script or something?
Damn, I don't know.
Maybe it was.
Sounds like something I would get fired up about.
Yeah.
That makes sense because everything he's done independent of her is like, eh.
Yeah.
I liked Up in the Air.
Honestly, yeah.
It's good. I don't know. I forget who wrote that though.
I forget too, but it's a writer.
Diablo Cody fucking rocks.
Diablo Cody does rock.
God damn.
I think she has good sense of like what she's writing.
Did she write young adult also?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, young adult. I always get young adult and Tully confused. I don't know why.
They had the same advertising, I think.
Thank you.
Like the poster is very similar.
Yeah, I feel like
Tully.
Maybe she worked on Tully. I don't remember.
So you're a Nepo cousin.
I'm a Nepo cousin. Well, I would have been, but I was dropped.
Yeah.
Because of my tweets.
Stop saying
Everybody's gonna start Googling my tweets. Good luck tracking them down. I had 3 different Twitter accounts.
When you got the role, were you excited, nervous? How'd you feel?
I was excited because that when I got it, that was like 6 years ago.
And they've been like raising money. And
yeah.
All that shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Got you.
I was excited. So that at that point in time, had it like moved from there to where it is now, it would have been my first screen role, whatever. Yeah. So I was excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then, like COVID happened. So, and then they were raising money and now they're in production. The only thing just the wait. Like for a while I thought I wasn't even sure if it was going to be made.
Right.
But yeah, I was excited.
And now has it lit a fire under your ass to act more, or are you just kind of like, I'll take it when it comes?
I'll take it when it comes. I don't like auditioning. So I like it so little that I'm like fine with not really acting all the time, even though I like it. Were you looking to see if my big old swallow went on the...
No.
I took a big swallow and then Ari looked at the computer screen.
Sorry.
I was like, I'm sorry. I had a lot
I just
of
get paranoid
wet
it's
in my
gonna
mouth.
stop recording. You know?
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I understand that. But it's not paranoia. If it's happened, I understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Just being practical. So I got it right in my fucking face. Anyway, so you don't like auditioning. You'll take it as it comes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is fine with me.
Yeah. The real priority is writing and directing.
Yeah, for me, for sure. Yeah, not really a lot going on that front. Yeah, I'm just so fried. I'm just fried all the time.
Because what is your day job? Let the people know.
I work in a tax office.
And what is today? The 17th of April.
The 17th of April.
2025, you're our Lord.
It's true. On the 15th, it was tax day. And then
a notoriously hellish time.
Yeah. It's the worst day of the year for accountants and their office assistants.
But you survived.
But I survived. It was really busy up until tax day, but actually tax day itself was pretty chill because of the two large fires that we had. LA County, but I think it also counts for the IRS. LA County residents get an automatic extension.
Yeah. Because of a disaster.
Because of a disaster, yes.
Did you guys party on the 16th?
I went to Knott's Berry Farm. I took my holiday and me and JJ went to Knott's Berry Farm.
That sounds fucking awesome. I've never been.
You never been?
Yeah,
well, we got to go. That's why I went with JJ.
Not Scary Farm.
Oh, because it's scary.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's really great. The rides are great.
Elvira doesn't go there anymore, huh?
She used to go there?
Yeah.
Wow. I would have gone.
Yeah.
I love Elvira.
Legend.
It's true. Cassandra Peterson.
That's a real name?
Mm-hmm. She's a lesbian. Did you know that?
That's good for her.
She very recently came out.
Wow, really?
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
That's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Thanks,
Elvira.
Like, we needed that more than ever, quite frankly. That's awesome.
I want to say her dress is at the Max Factor Museum on Hollywood. The Hollywood Museum, I think it's called.
Oh, I should go.
It's a great museum. I really enjoy it. It's just an old Hollywood museum.
Speaking of JJ.
Speaking of JJ.
He is a champion of one of your scripts. Two of your scripts.
He's a champion of belief in me. And he's read my other stuff and liked it.
Yeah.
The scripts that he wants me to write have not been written. But he liked. I was working on a feature when I broke up with my first ex-girlfriend, and he really liked that. And then
what's that one about?
It's just a breakup.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wouldn't go as far to say it's like surrealism or anything like that, but it's a little sidestep outside of reality and realism.
Fun.
You know what I mean?
Sweet.
And he read that first act of Scooby-Doo.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he liked it.
Which I've read some of as well. It is good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love Scooby-Doo.
So, but you're not writing presently.
Right. No, I'm not writing presently.
Tax season.
Tax season is hellish. And really what it is like I haven't written in so long. It's like hard to like get back into wanting to and get back to like the groove. Basically what I'm doing is just like I'm operating like machine. Like I'm just like giving myself the time and saying, hey, do this thing. And it's working pretty okay in other respects.
In other respects.
And you're
hoping to integrate writing.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Because I'm writing other stuff. I've been working on that zine, the zine that I was telling everybody about a couple episodes ago. Because
Casey's no longer digital.
Yeah, I hate social media, and AI is only getting worse. What was I just on? I was just on something, and it was all AI. Like I couldn't opt out of it or anything. I can't remember what it was now. I was just like on a website, and I was like, oh my god, this is all AI. Something, and they have like AI They what's it called? Shit, I can't think of they aggregate the reviews on like products and things, and they're like, here's a little AI summary of the reviews. Like, yeah. I don't want that. I don't want it.
You want the reviews.
I want the reviews.
Individual reviews.
Yeah. Because sometimes they're bots or whatever. I'm just tired of the internet. I really am so tired of it.
Yeah, it's getting all fucked up.
Yeah. And then just stuff like not being as good as it used to be. Like, it's not like it's just AI or it's just, I don't know, having a million passwords or something. Like, the apps aren't as good as they used to be. Things don't work like they used to.
Yeah.
It's like,
what's going on? What's
going on, dude?
Yeah.
So I'm working on a zine. It's coming together.
What are you writing? What's going to be the opening feature article?
The opening feature article. Actually, the opening is just like a little collage of like the things that I did over the past few months.
Love it.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
Then after that, I've got a little blurb on Severance. I caught up on Severance. Love it. Was super obsessed with it when it was on. I can't stop thinking about it. I'll probably rewatch it before I finish that up. But I love it. Could go on and on. I think it's great. A great like reworking of the world we already live in. And then I've got a section about Yellow Jackets, which is a show I love, but I think it got bad. So I've got a little bit about that because I have a lot to say about Yellow Jackets. They really fucked it up. It's really sad. It's really sad when you think about how high the highs of season 1 and how it just like tanked after season 2, like hard.
Jesus.
I wrote something about my last breakup, which was very helpful. And then I'm writing a thing about basically what I'm talking about, like getting back into my passions and things like that.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's all right. It's helpful. It's I was watching this singer I liked at a concert on PBS, and they do this thing where in between songs they like interview her, or they pop in clips where they had interviewed her, and she said that writing's like a muscle, which is something we've all heard before, but she wasn't saying it like you should exercise it to get better. She was saying that you have to exercise it to turn off that part of your brain that judges it while you're writing. And she was like, so she was talking about, she took like a 4-year hiatus from music and she was pretty content with not doing it again. And then she said, but I just got back into writing. Like I had wanted to write something. And then she was saying, and I had to keep writing to build back that immunity, I guess, to judging her work.
Yeah, totally.
Instead of just being like authentic.
Totally.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Just trying to get back to
that's beautiful.
Being authentic. I don't know.
The Masters and Johnson, the like OG sex researchers from like the 50s.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
They have a concept called spectatoring.
Okay.
And it's where you are watching your performance and judging it based on the other person's response, as well as how your body is functioning. Right. And the idea is that sort of spectatoring, like watching of yourself, only induces anxiety, which is inconducive to performance ultimately.
Right.
And stifles expression. And I think that's applicable to like all creative pursuits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're just like watching and judging the whole time, that's going to just get in the way.
Absolutely. Yeah. It does.
But, hell yeah. Well, right on. So you're writing. You are writing.
I am writing. I'm just not writing what I should be writing.
You don't need to should all over yourself.
Okay.
It's something. And then what is the plan? Do you have a deadline for the zine?
Yeah. My deadline was the end of March. And then I was so wrapped up in like the end of March is the worst of tax season, basically.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let's do, because what I was doing was I had the idea in February. So I said, I'll publish it at the end of March, do the first 3 months. So I'm going to do the first the Q1, but now I'm out of the Q. Now I'm T1 and I'm just going to do it at the end of April, which is good because most of the stuff that isn't dependent on time is done.
Oh, sweet.
So it's just about seeing where April takes me. So there's quarterlies and then what's... I thought like a trimester or something. Isn't that what it is? Divided by 3?
Yeah. A trimesterly
zine. Well, I figure I'll do it every month now that I'm...
Every month?
Yeah, it's just the end of the month. But it's not going to be a whole big thing. Like, because this is 4 months, it's going to be a big one. It's going to have other stuff in it.
Introductory one.
Yeah, exactly. Every month, it's not going to be the whole fucking thing. It's not going to be a whole thing.
And this is going to be non-digital.
It's going to be non-digital. It's completely non-digital.
You can find it at your local coffee shop.
Casey house. No, it's... I would... what I'm turning my Substack into, which is also some writing I'm doing, which is just like critical work.
Great. You hate critics.
I do hate critics. Let's see. How would I describe that? It's definitely... Well, I wouldn't even say any of it is critical. That's not the right word. It's whatever. I don't know. Can't think of a single word. I don't know. I'm talking about things like, hey, maybe give this another look. Is more my vibe.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try. I just rewatched a lot of Kimmy Schmidt. I'm working on a Kimmy Schmidt piece. Great show.
I need to revisit that.
Yeah, I think it does a lot of really great stuff about trauma.
Sure.
Yeah.
Man, a golden age of Netflix.
Yeah, before they ruined everything. Yeah, that show was great.
It really seemed like they were on to something.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
They just fucked it up.
And that was the last quality thing they did.
Beast of No Nation.
All right. People like that movie, yeah.
Anima.
Okay.
It's Tom York.
There you go.
PTA thing.
PTA. People liked House of Cards, didn't they?
David Fincher.
Right. Mindhunter. Yeah, Mindhunter.
It was a Netflix thing.
Yeah, Mindhunter's on Netflix. Yeah. Well, I guess they do have some good stuff.
They have some good stuff. It's just annoying. It's like, why can't you champion where this medium started?
By giving Kimmy Schmidt more seasons. What are you talking about?
By letting your shit play in theaters properly.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
It's so crazy. And then I also think the binge model was fun when it started. Mm-hmm. But now it's clearly you get more audience engagement with a weekly release.
Absolutely.
I don't think what they're in are they in denial? What the fuck are they doing?
It seems like the entire streaming system is built on denial. It seems like everybody is just waiting for somebody else to say that it doesn't work.
Yeah, right.
And no one's going to do that.
The whole industry has fucking sunk cost fallacy. They're all suffering from that shit.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
It's okay to just make something good and put it in theaters. Yeah. You're not going to make any money off of it anyway. Just put it in theaters. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't understand. Does it cost more to put it in the theater?
I mean, I guess so. I guess. But you can't. I'm trying to think of a Netflix movie. Chicken Run 2. If you put Chicken Run 2 in theaters, you probably would have gotten at least your money back on distribution.
I would have gone to see it. If they did a theatrical release of Chicken Run 2,
yeah.
Fucking A. I probably would have flown back to Colorado and seen it with my nieces and nephews.
I started watching it the other day, but it was my fault for watching it after watching Chicken Run.
Because Chicken Run is so good.
Because Chicken Run is so fucking good. And I was like, oh, you made it like a kid's movie.
Oh, sad.
There's a song at the beginning. Not like a musical number, but they play a song over a growing up montage. I was like, you guys are better than this. Same thing with the Wallace and Gromit movie. And I'm not crazy about Wallace and Gromit.
I love Wallace and Gromit.
But
I haven't seen the new one though.
I started watching that too, and I was like, oh, they're doing the same thing. But Wallace and Gromit, I wonder if they're made for an hour, 20 minutes, I feel like they were good at like 45.
Yeah, like as a short. Yeah. I agree. Well, right on.
That's all I got going on.
That's where you're at.
That's where I'm at.
And part of our stipulation is not telegraphing what we're going to do.
Right. I'm not even going to tell you guys what I'm going to do.
Because it's like it muddies.
I don't want to muddy the...
Like our intention, Yeah. Yeah. It's like to talk about what you're going to do is a way of like getting off.
Yeah.
And like losing the steam.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're just going to talk about where we've been and where we're at.
Hey.
We kind of touched on what you were going to do with the zine, but it sounds like you're balls deep.
I'm pretty deep. Yeah.
Well, sweet. Right on.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Ari.
Hello. I quit. Well, I didn't quit. I turned down. I guess I'm leading with this. But I think since the last time we recorded on format, I turned down a pretty lucrative nursing job. I like interviewed several times and got it, and then said no.
Whoa, you interviewed several times?
Twice. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I said no. And pretty sure I burned that bridge like to a crisp. As a result, which at the time was a little scary, but I've managed to find pretty chill, low-key jobs. The money's not great, but I've got a roof over my head. I'm able to eat.
Sure.
I'm going to London next week. Like,
bam.
Things could be worse.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that felt pretty significant, kind of lighting a fire under my ass. Just been trying to audition as much as I can. A lot of like verticals have been coming in,
like for TikTok movies
like these
and stuff.
Like TikTok like series. It's like it's crazy.
Oh God,
yeah. And
get your money and get out of there, man.
Dude, I know. Most of the writing is like pretty horrible, which is kind of like it's just hard. I think as an actor, being like, this is what I'm auditioning for.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck. And I can't even book this. Also
sure.
So that's been like, some of it's been fun. Some of the writing it's just like knockoff, like Vampire Diaries. So if you like can get into it, it's like kind of fun.
Yeah.
But it's mostly embarrassing.
Right.
But so yeah, a lot of that stuff. I had a commercial audition this week for Popeyes, which was kind of sick.
From Popeyes.
Get that sweet Popeyes money. Fingers crossed. And then like been trying to do more theater. There's Boston Courts in Pasadena. They're doing Night of the Iguana.
Okay.
Old Tennessee Williams. I just auditioned this week.
Nice.
And I'm auditioning for Pasadena Playhouse next week.
Nice. Yeah, what are they doing?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I've only seen the breakdowns.
Okay.
Yeah, and one breakdown is mid-30s, half Jewish male.
Whoa, dude.
And I'm like, that's me.
Guess what?
Here.
We got one.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be exciting. I'm going to try out a new monologue.
Nice.
Steve and Natalie Gerges. Den of Thieves is the name of the play.
Den of Thieves.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I think that one might have been... I know some of his plays were directed by Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this one was though.
Love that guy.
Fucking hey, dude. He's so cool.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Talented man.
Yeah. Rest in peace. But yeah, doing that. I realized that every play I've ever booked, the audition was scenes from the play that I was auditioning for. And I booked it. But every time I go in with just like a monologue where they're just like, yeah, bring in a contemporary monologue or bring in a classical monologue. I haven't booked anything. And that was like a weird like moment of like, what's going on here?
Well, something I've always felt like is like, it's hard to pick a monologue that you think will work with what you're auditioning for.
Yeah. I do think that is part of the struggle.
Yeah.
Like, and also just like my type too. It's like, do people even see me as this person, But yeah, I'm really excited to test this one out, see how it goes. And then I think I haven't been taking classes just because of money. Money's been tight. But now that I'm working more regularly, I think after this trip to London, get back at it. And I think I would like to like spend a season on just like really figure like how do you tackle a monologue for like an audition specifically and just get better at that. But and I think this is one of those things too where it's like, man, if I had like gotten a degree in acting or a master's, like this probably would not be as much of an issue. But I'm kind of like cobbling together my education. You know?
I think everybody always has those questions. I don't think it's about education.
And you famously don't believe in acting classes.
I don't believe that classes make you a better actor. That's what I don't believe.
Yeah.
I think that they can make you more comfortable in your body.
Yeah.
I think that you can get good tips, but I don't know.
No, I would agree.
You know what I mean?
I would totally agree with that. I think acting class gives you an opportunity to, get comfortable in your body, performing in front of strangers sometimes and saying words that you wouldn't normally say, etc. But I do think there's people who like hide behind class. You know, it's just like they're just performers that I can think of like in my past who are very closed off and not accessible. And they train constantly. They're in like 3 different classes. They're taking an improv class. And it's like, oh, all of this training is just kind of like, you're putting up walls so you don't have to be vulnerable and feel uncomfortable.
Right.
And ultimately it's like, you can say the words and like look like you know what you're doing, but you don't have the sauce.
Yeah.
You know? But who knows? What do I know?
I don't know. That sounds about right.
Fucking A. But yeah, that's where I'm at with like acting wise. Yeah.
Great.
In terms of writing, I just finished the outline for the 4th draft of the feature I'm working on. So after the 3rd draft, I think we talked about this last time, but I just noticed structurally, I struggle with structure. Like I think I can write a fine scene, but my scripts are just kind of a mess, you know? And broad strokes, the script I'm working on is very similar to Psycho. There's like a first half, something really bad happens in the middle, and then it alters the story completely. And so I was like, okay, let me break down Psycho scene by scene and put my script so far next to it. And just kind of like try and slot in my version of that beat in the Psycho script. So I just finished that this week. And it was really exciting. It kind of like illuminated some stuff and kind of reaffirmed the ending I had at the very beginning, like with my first draft that I was kind of insecure about. And it's so funny because it's just like sometimes the obvious choice is the right choice.
Sure.
And I think, doing this exercise, it was kind of like, that ending like works. Like, why are you kind of running away from it? It's just a really uncomfortable, sad ending.
Oh, sure. More movies need those. Whoa.
This one's like so much more of a bummer than I anticipated. I'm just like, damn, this is rough. But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun. I think the next step, I would like to do the old school like flashcards. Like we're going to go scene by scene and just lay it so I can just like see it like laid out, visually see it. And then I'm going to hop into the 4th draft after that. I'm talking about what I'm going to do.
Oh no. Ari's not doing that.
Not doing that. But that's where I'm at. So I just finished that and I highly recommend it. I think like if you struggle with structure, especially, like just break down a movie that you really like or a movie that is akin to the one you're working on.
Hell yeah. I steal so much. I don't really have
yeah. And I think there are countless examples of all of our favorite filmmakers doing that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I just watched a really great breakdown about Indiana Jones. How much of that is stolen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But hell, you know, there you go.
Send that to me.
Hell yeah, man.
I just watched a great one breaking down the differences between the Swedish Girl with the Dragon Tattoo adaptation and the Fincher one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the whole thesis of it is like Fincher dropped the ball. Fincher fucked up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite of his, though.
Yeah. But the reason he drops the ball is like his depiction of Lisbeth. Mm-hmm. And it kind of fucked me up. I was like, oh shit. Like he does kind of rob her of her status and agency in the way he like shoots it and presents her. Whereas in the Swedish one, she's like,
yeah, interesting.
The man. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a great watch. I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
But anywho, thanks y'all for listening to us.
Thanks everybody.
I hope this is helpful and affirming if you're out there struggling, and if this is like 10 years in the future and we're both successes, I hope this is inspiring.
You go, hey, I can listen to all these episodes where they're like, I didn't do anything this week.
Or I did stuff and I don't know if it's working.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Now it's time for another edition of Criterion Casey. As you know, Ari participates now.
Yeah. Ari's seen movies.
Broadening my horizons.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
We're talking about Andrei Tarkovsky's Stalker today.
Boom, baby.
What is that? Spy number 888.
Ever heard of the Letterboxd Top 250?
It's on there.
Top 10, I think.
Top 10? Wow, really?
Maybe top 25.
People love it. People love it.
It's a banger.
It is a banger.
I really enjoyed it with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big sci-fi guy.
Or art house guy.
No. Correct.
And this is both of those.
But I do like when a movie is like when a sci-fi movie has a lot of basis in realism. For whatever reason, I can't think of a single other movie I'm thinking of.
Like Black Mirror.
I like Black Mirror, but that's not where I was going with that.
Close Encounter.
I've never seen Close Encounters.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
I hate that movie. I'm sorry. I wish I could think of another movie. But like how these guys are going in there, like they're real people.
Yeah, it's not like a sunny future.
Yeah. And it's just like they just do what they got to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to describe.
It's nitty and gritty.
Yeah.
Kind of like Alien.
Yes, Alien's a perfect example because I feel like Alien's just like a workplace drama that happens to be set in space. Yeah, that's how I feel about Stalker. Like it's just like these two guys want to do something and they need this other guy. But now they're in it. Yeah, I think like the conversations that they have while being like poetic are still very like human and
listeners, if you're feeling behind or confused, don't worry. We're going to fill you in. Let's start off by giving them a little context.
Hey, context.
What year did this movie come out?
1979.
That's right. And where does this fit in Andrei Tarkovsky, who were a filmmaker of what origins?
What isn't he a fucking
he's a fucking Russian.
Totally. I thought it was Czech.
Is he Czech?
I don't know.
Is he from Czechia?
I wasn't saying like he's Czech. I'm pretty sure he's Czech. I thought he was Czech, but if you say he's Russian, I believe you.
Fuck,
I think he's Russian.
We need to look this up.
I think he's
I
Russian.
know he's of the Russian film industry.
He's
sure.
definitely from Eastern Europe for sure.
I mean, this
For
movie is
sure.
in Russian.
Right.
To be clear.
He's probably Russian.
Let's find out.
Andrei
fucking
Tarkovsky.
find
He
the
makes a
fuck out.
movie. Also, why are you doing that? Was his first wife Larissa Shepitko?
Yeah, he's a Soviet film director. And screenwriter.
Soviet.
Yeah, Russian origin. One of the greatest directors in cinema history.
Who was I thinking of?
His first wife, Larissa Tarkovskaya. And then Irma Rausch.
Well, not her.
No. Irma Rausch was his first wife.
Oh, do you
And
mind?
then Larissa Tarkovskaya was his second wife.
Do you mind looking up Larissa Shepitko? She was a director. I always get
Shepitko. Also Soviet.
yes.
January 6, 1938. Died July 2nd, 1979. Soviet film director.
Elim
screenwriter.
Klimov. Yeah.
Elim Klimov.
I always get them confused. So Elim Klimov did Come and See. And he made a documentary about Larissa.
Wow.
So Larissa Shepitko was a director. She did The Ascent, which is probably like her biggest movie. And that one's kind of like Stalker a little bit, I guess. And I always think about it because she died in like a car accident. And Elim, or maybe it was Andrei Tarkovsky, but they just weren't married. Whatever. Now I'm attributing the quote back to Andrei Tarkovsky. Anyway, they were basically just like, it's like the saddest thing I've ever heard. They were like, there was no adrenaline in their blood, and he said, and I'm so glad that they died, not knowing that they were going to die.
Oh my God. This is Shepitko, a fellow friend. Andrei Tarkovsky wrote in his journal about the event after attending her funeral. A car accident, all killed instantly, so suddenly that not one of them had adrenaline in their blood. It seems that the driver fell asleep at the wheel. It was early morning, between Ostakova and Kalinin.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Wow. No adrenaline in their blood. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
But it's horrible. I mean, that was something when I worked at a hospital. It was like, don't let somebody die in distress. That was a big thing.
It seems like the nicest thing to do.
Yeah, try to do.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about Larissa Shepitko.
Who the fuck is that?
We're talking about Andrei fucking Tarkovsky. Soviet filmmaker, Russian origins.
Right.
Origins.
Russian orange juice.
Russian orange juice. He, so this movie came out in 1979. Smack dab in between Mirror and
Nostalgia.
His final film.
The second to last, yeah.
What was his final film?
The Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. I haven't seen any of those.
Me neither. I've seen Mirror, and I've seen the first half of Ivan's Childhood.
I've seen Solaris.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Steven Soderbergh one?
No, I want to. I'm so curious. Based on a Polish book. We talked about this over the tickets. Yeah. But anyway.
Stalker.
So Stalker, 1979. What else came out that year?
Oh, whoa. Apocalypse Now.
Whoa.
Kramer versus Kramer.
yeah. Which went on to win Best Picture the following year.
Sure did. Won 5 Oscars that night.
Damn.
Which was a big number back then. Excuse me. Wow. I can't think of a single other movie. Norma Ray was one.
Oh, All That Jazz.
All That Jazz.
Fucking A.
Yes.
That movie's crazy.
Yeah. Which is just like thinking about it in context of the Oscars. It's weird to think that like we were making All That Jazz and Andrei Tarkovsky was over there making
Stalker.
Yeah.
And Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Like similar, and actually spiritually kind of similar, I would say.
Apocalypse Now for sure.
Like the conditions with which this movie was made are insane.
Yeah.
So listeners, before we get into the story, let's tell you about the making of this picture.
They had to do it 3 times.
They had to do it 3 times. That's not an exaggeration. They shot this movie beginning to end, frame for frame, shot for shot, 3 fucking times.
That's probably, I feel like if they had got it the first time, nobody would have gotten cancer. I think it's 3 times.
Okay, so they shot it 3 times, and they shot it in these old derelict fucking post-war factories that had been abandoned since the war, and just bathing in toxic fumes and sludge on the daily. Yeah. And several members of the cast and crew, including Tarkovsky, died of horrendous cancers within like less than a decade. Yeah. And
Tarkovsky died in 86.
Yeah. Which is wild.
And his wife died not too long after that, I think.
Fuck. Find what you love and let it kill you.
He said that before. I had questions.
But yeah. So the first time they shot it, they shot it with an experimental new fucking Kodak stock, I think. And they exposed it improperly. Damn. The whole thing was green. Damn. Yep.
Well, now it's brown, so.
Sepia. We'll get to that, people.
Right.
Put that in plant that little seed in your noggin.
Remember sepia.
Yeah. So they was all fucking green. He was like, we can't fucking use this. We're going to do it again. And they do it again. It's with his cinematographer who had shot Mirror. And then something else before that too, I think. And Tarkovsky was like, this motherfucker keeps trying to steal my movie. And he's trying to make his own shit. Get him out of here. But they shoot the whole thing. And Tarkovsky is like, nah.
Now let's do it again.
And apparently the movie was supposed to be in 2 parts. And they had a budget essentially to make 2 movies. But then they had to shoot it so many times. He was just like, fuck it. We'll just do the first part.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. Which is fucking crazy. And then they shot it a 3rd time with that money.
And they got it.
Yeah. 3rd time's a charm.
Yeah.
There are whispers that final one is basically the same as the first one.
But not green. Right. That's why he didn't. That's why I wanted to do it. Yeah. I've heard that.
Depressing. But hey, the man's a visionary.
Yeah. And made several of what are widely regarded as the greatest movies of all time.
And you know what? It's fucking great. I fucking.
That's good.
It's good.
It's good.
I'm sorry, everybody. Hot take. Stalker's good.
No, I like Stalker.
Yeah. Am I a nerd? Stalker. Yes.
Yeah.
But fucking A. So, Casey, what is this movie about?
Wow. Okay. I'm the wrong person to ask.
This is interesting because I think it kind of says, it can say something about you.
What Stalker is about?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Stalker is about hope.
Okay. Oh,
Stalker is about love and hope.
Interesting.
It's actually about this guy. Well, it's not about this guy. There is a guy. His job, his role is the stalker, and he
an English word. There's no Russian word for that.
There's no Russian word for stalker.
Yeah.
And there's an area called the Zone that just like
the Zone.
It just like fucks you up when you go in there. Like people don't survive when they go in there. Okay, I mean, they survive a little bit, but it fucks you up. It has like different laws of like physics and reality, and allegedly. And there's a room inside of the Zone where upon entering, you can be granted your greatest wish. And these 2 men, the professor and the artist, the writer, the
professor and the writer,
have called upon the stalker to guide them through the zone.
Mm-hmm.
The stalker is the only person that can like interpret the zone. Like is that a good guide them through. And it's just a place, and it's so hard to describe because like I'm about to use the word trap. Like they have traps. They describe them as traps, but they're not like bear traps or like holes in the ground. It's just like shit that fucks with your head.
Yeah.
And the three men embark into the zone and learn much about themselves in the process.
And to be clear, the stalker isn't like a government employee.
Yeah.
He's not like a public service.
Yeah.
What he's doing is illegal.
Right. Good. Yeah.
And the zone is heavily guarded by some military government.
Yeah.
And it doesn't directly allude to anything going on in Russia specifically at the time, but you get the sense that Tarkovsky wasn't too stoked on the Russian government.
Yeah.
Which is wild that they were okay with him making this movie.
3 times.
3 times. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the stalker takes the professor and the writer in there, and there's this really fun, it's basically Wizard of Oz thing.
Right.
Everything that happens outside of the zone is very sepia.
Yeah.
Monochrome. And then once they get in there, it's lush as fuck.
Yeah.
And honestly, some of the most beautiful composition, I know that's hyperbolic, but it's true. It's like these shots in that movie are so beautiful to look at and just bathe in. That movie, to me anyway, feels like a really nice shower. Like after a long, hard day.
Damn.
And maybe you have a little bite of fruit when you're in the shower.
Shower fruit.
Which I want to do. Take an orange into a hot shower, people.
Wow. An orange.
The best.
Wow.
Yeah, nice cool piece of orange.
Ooh, cold.
Yeah. It's so good. But yeah, I think this movie's kind of like that. That's what it feels like. At one point, both the writer and the professor seem kind of suspicious of how dangerous this is going to be and all of that. Because the stalker's very paranoid. He's very cautious the whole time. And one of my favorite parts is the stalker shares a story about, the stalker does, I think, about another stalker.
Guy. Yeah.
Whose brother was sick, horribly sick, or he was like in prison or something. Fuck, I can't remember.
I think he was sick.
He was sick. Yeah. His brother's like in danger of dying.
Right.
And so the stalker is like, you know what? I'm going to go into that room and have my greatest wish granted to save my brother. And he goes into the room and he comes out like the wealthiest man in his village. And his brother dies. And it's like, oh no, my deepest, greatest wish was to be a rich man and like actually my brother wasn't even a part of it.
Right.
And I find that so interesting. Like I love that story.
Yeah.
It's so disturbing.
Yeah. I like the idea that like, just that what's the difference between like something that you think you want and like your subconscious?
Yes.
I find that interesting.
Yeah. It's like scary. It's like, do you really know who you are?
Yeah. Which is what scares the guys.
Yeah. Which is what the whole movie's about.
Yeah.
It's a twisty, turny movie. And just, again, it's just gorgeous to look at. I think after watching that movie, I'm kind of convinced that the best cast size is a cast of 3. Because some of the framing is just so elegant.
Yeah.
And like so beautiful to behold.
Yeah.
And because like so much of the movie is really just these men like waxing philosophical.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just sumptuous to look at.
Yeah. He does a lot with just like movement.
Yeah.
Like I feel that way about other stuff, but like when a character's done talking, he just walks out of frame.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like people don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
And like there's a part where they're all staged together, but they're at different levels. And they're in the middle of this like green like pasture, and there's like stones and fucked up shit everywhere. And it's just and it just holds on that. It's just a gorgeous static shot. And then one of the shots at the end that involves rain, and that's all I'm going to say.
Right.
It's just astonishing.
Yeah.
It's this long, sustained shot. Not doing anything that crazy. But yeah, there's so much you can do by just being mindful with the frame.
Absolutely.
I think. And his whole filmography, I think, is a testament to that.
Sure. Yeah, I feel the same way about Mirror. I think Mirror is unbelievably gorgeous. That's not why I didn't get it, but
I mean, Mirror, the subject matter seems like way more intense.
Yeah.
It's just kind of more abstract.
Yeah.
Because I think Solaris and Stalker are like kind of straightforward.
Yeah, I felt like Stalker was very straightforward.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's just a movie about this.
Yeah.
I was very nervous that I wasn't going to get it.
Yeah, totally. No, I was nervous with the same thing. I was like, this movie sounds fucking crazy.
Yeah. But it's just like, wow, life.
Yeah, it's pretty, like if you let yourself fall into it, I think it's worth a watch. But it is one of those movies, I think, if you're not vibing with it out the gate, maybe now's not the time.
Yeah. Wait for another time.
And that's okay.
It's definitely something like Paris, Texas. I feel like people think Paris, Texas is really accessible, which I mean, I guess it is, but
I've never seen it.
It's just a guy walking around.
Wim Wenders.
Wim Wenders, yeah. Vim Wenders.
Wim Wenders. What the fuck? There's Paris, Texas, and then what's the Gus Van Sant one with River Phoenix?
My Own Private Idaho.
I always get those two fucking confused. I don't know why.
They're places out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
My Own Private Idaho is Henry the Eighth, isn't it? Henry the Seventh, Sixth, whatever. Henry Sixth. It's Shakespeare.
It's part of the Henry ad.
Yeah.
I thought it was Hamlet.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so is Keanu like Falstaff?
Wish I could tell you.
I fucking love Henry IV Part 1.
Henry IV Part 1. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Henry IV Part 1. I do. I really like that play a lot. I think Falstaff's like a dream role. That's like his bumbling like friend when he's like avoiding the crown. Henry's like, I don't want to be a prince anymore. Sure. I don't even know if I would call Keanu in that movie bumbling. I think he's almost like a guide to him. The two of them together, kind of.
God, I really need to watch that movie.
Yeah, you might like it.
I might.
It's in the Criterion Collection.
Fuck. Speaking of Criterion Collection, we were talking about Spine
Stalker.
Number 888. Stalker.
Not to be one who like obsesses and preys upon, but someone who creeps.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because he's creeping around.
And you're creeping around in the zone.
Against his wife's wishes.
Yes. She's worried. She's worried about it.
She's worried sick. Anyway, folks. That's all I got to say about Stalker. You got anything else to say?
But know yourself. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like that's what I gather from the Stalker's role in the movie. You know, he knows himself.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he can
And he
stalk.
knows what's at stake too. He's like, this is like, we're not fucking around. This is like dangerous and my life is in danger, blah, 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 blah. Whereas those guys are kind of like,
I want to bomb it.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And they're like, but it's also interesting because I feel like they both are so cerebral. And whereas the Stalker is like, no. Like, what's right in front of you?
Yeah.
Like, these ideas are nice.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, what are you doing with your life? What are you living for?
Right.
And yeah, I do think that is very profound, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But
sorry.
No,
it's been a long day.
It has been a long day. Folks, it's been a long episode.
Has it?
Actually, it's one of our shorter episodes.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. What are we at, an hour?
Yeah.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all, for listening. We actually have some exciting news. A fan of ours listened to a whole episode.
A fan?
Mr. Michael Mejia. That's his last name?
Michael Mejia, yeah, indeed.
Michael, thanks so much for listening, man.
Your dollar is incoming.
Yes, we're going to Venmo you a fucking dollar.
Well, our first finished episode.
Yes. And folks, yeah, thank you for listening. What do you got to plug?
What do I have to plug? What do I have to plug?
The zine incoming.
The zine incoming. Yeah, if you're my friend, you're gonna get one. If you're not my friend,
you can reach out.
It's got like personal stuff in it. Like that's my other zine, my writing, my film writing.
You have two zines.
Yeah, I do, Ari. And what's the problem?
Nothing.
Andrei Tarkovsky has 11 movies. Now what? He can make more than one movie. I can make more than one zine.
That's true.
My zine's a little close to heart, but my Substack, my Substack that I turned into a physical zine, you can reach out and have.
Hell yeah.
It's we've got commission. Oh well, no, I won't say. I've got 4 different pieces.
Well, yeah, reach out, hit us up on our Instagram at This Is the Ticket. And then on Letterboxd at This Is the Ticket Pod.
Letterboxd is This Is the Ticket. TikTok is This Is the Ticket Pod.
Oh, so we're at This Is the Ticket on Instagram
and Letterboxd. Yeah,
baby.
This is the Ticket.
This Ticket Pod on TikTok.
Bam.
Wham, bam, bang, a lang. We also have a website.
This is the ticket.
Tumblr.com. A little, which I love.
.tumblr.com.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And then we also have a Gmail. This is the ticket pod at gmail.com.
Indeed.
And yeah, hit us up. If you listen to this whole episode and are the first one to reach out on either of those platforms,
what do they get?
We'll Venmo you $1.
Hey,
just like Mr. Michael Mejia.
You get your $1.
You get your $1. I think now we have to, like, if it catches on, you have to like give us a little factoid from the end.
Yeah. Prove that you finished the episode.
You got a couple of saps.
If you get to the end of the episode, tell me what. No, you can Google that. Never mind. If you get to the end of the episode, you got to prove it.
Yeah.
I had a question, but it was easily Googleable.
If you make it to the end of the episode, just say in your message to us, Casey's cable knit sweater is cool.
And Casey will say thank you.
And then we'll Venmo you $1. Do I have anything to plug? What am I doing? No, not presently.
Okay.
But
that's okay too.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Sweet. Right on. All right, folks. Well, we're back on format, as you know. So we're going to end the night with a poem. This one is by a fellow by the name of T.S. Leonard. It's called Instructions for Building Your First Time Machine.
I think I've read this before.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, that's so exciting. All right, here we go. By T.S. Leonard, this is Instructions for Building Your First Time Machine. Don't. The past is overcrowded with the future closer than you think. You blink, that's one eon. A yawn, 2. Take a few photographs, one of your mother, some of your childhood, one of the most embarrassing fashion mistakes you made in your 20s. Stack them up, shuffle, deal. Fixate on some thoughtless crack you made at that party years ago. You will live to make another. You will live again. Try reflecting a mirror to another mirror. Watch yourself replicate endlessly. Try breaking. Paste those shards onto a globe. Now you've made a disco ball. Change. Step 1, forget everything. Step 2, forget step 1. Step 1, 2, 3. If you're just dancing here, that's good enough. When the music stops, stay where you are. You're older now than you ever imagined. You remember wanting to forget. You didn't. Keep walking away from the wreckage.
That is pretty stalker appropriate, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, folks, my name's Ari Wojciech.
My name's Casey Young.
And this is
The Ticket.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.